Hello, everybody, and happy Saturday. I hope you are well today. Hope you've had a great week. I myself am outside enjoying some of this beautiful weather today, and so I hope you'll get a chance to do the same. Going to go ahead and wish you a happy 4th of July. Hope everybody gets some much deserved family time and hopefully a long weekend, a little bit of time off of work and celebrating our freedom this weekend. So, hope you're good. Going to continue with a short devotion today. We've been tagging off of the pastor's message on Sunday, and so just want to look at a couple of verses. There's a specific part of the message that kind of stuck out to me on Sunday, and so I'll share that with you today. But we're going to be looking at Mark chapter 2 is where the message came from. I want to look at verse 15, and then we're going to go to a verse in First John. But just I know the other guys have recaps, so I'm not going to do that. But we know that the message Sunday was Jesus calling Matthew to follow him, and so the pastor had some points about the need was following Jesus, and we looked at to be. What does it mean to follow Jesus? It means to be what you didn't think you could be. Then we looked at to go and do. So you it may following Jesus will require you to go and do things you didn't think you would do and go places you didn't think you would go. And then to want, the purpose to want to follow Jesus. And so I just want to focus on Mark chapter 2, verse 15. And it said, and it came to pass that Jesus sat at meat in his house. Many publicans and sinners sat also together with Jesus and his disciples, for there were many, and they followed him. And so I thought it was interesting when Pastor said, that many people followed Jesus to Matthew's house, and there were many, people who were. It says there publicans and sinners, not believers, because if you remember, Matthew had just been called to follow Jesus himself, and so prior to that, he was in with a certain crowd, right? And he was in with people who were not believers, and they were quite frankly not good people, more than likely. And so it said, TJ said Sunday, Matthew didn't have time to clean up his house, right? And so we never know when Jesus is going to show up in our lives and call us to do something or ask us to follow him. And so it made me kind of think about, like if you had a visitor that you didn't know was coming, and, you didn't have time to get your house in order. You didn't have time to straighten everything up. And maybe you didn't want them to see how you lived, and you didn't want to see them make it seem like your house was a mess or your life was in a mess. But I think it's a good thing in this situation that Jesus met Matthew right where he was, right at the part of his life where he was able to have an impact not only on just Matthew, but the people who surrounded Matthew also. So think about that for a minute. If you're not a believer and maybe you have been, thinking about a relationship with Jesus, but you think, oh, I need to get things in order. I'm hanging out with the wrong people. I can't do it right now because I'm around people who aren't doing the right things, and I'm not either. And I need to wait until I have all these things in order. Well, if you did that and all of a sudden you had removed all those people from your life and then you encountered Jesus, maybe Jesus wouldn't have the opportunity, or you wouldn't have the opportunity to bring those other folks to Jesus as well. And so what we see here is Jesus. I hear the crows flying over. Jesus met Matthew right where he was at, and he also met the people who were around Matthew at that time and was able to um, witness to them and influence them and share meals with them. And so it made me think of another verse, 1 John 1:9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. And so when you think about, cleaning up your house and trying to get things in order, Jesus will meet you right where you are, and he will do the cleansing. He will do the cleaning up. It doesn't matter what you've done or what you're currently doing. When your life intersects with Jesus, he'll clean it all up for you. So don't feel like you have to have your life in a certain order before you can come to Jesus. Don't feel like you have to remove certain people out of your life before you can come to Jesus. Jesus will meet you right where you are, and He'll meet those around you right where they are as well. And He is the one who can clean up your life for you. It's not something that you can do on your own. But I hope you get a little bit of something out of that today. Let Jesus meet you right where you are. Don't feel like you have to be a certain way or do a certain thing. Jesus calls you to come to Him. You just come. You just go. You just do. And yes, maybe it means you're gonna be out of your comfort zone and maybe go somewhere you didn't think you'd go, or do something you didn't think you would do, or be something you didn't think you could be. But Jesus will meet you right where you are, and He'll clean it up for you. So I hope you have a great 4th of July. I hope you have a great day with your family and friends. I hope everybody will be safe. And join us tomorrow at Mount Olive, either in person or online. Service will be at 11, and we hope to see you soon.